off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the card loan, take off the flex.
Hello. This is the new car. This is a 99 Civic DX. This popped up on Facebook Marketplace about a month ago. Wasn't in a position to buy another car, but the price was so good, I jumped on it. So right out of the box, just pretty basic. It's a single owner car. Family had it. I guess the dad bought it, then handed it to his son. Son went B series, I guess, or manual swap, I believe. B series, then to K, then turbo K. Just the normal, you know, run through. I guess he got to a built K and decided it was too much, or just, you know, wasn't driving. You know, after you go all the way to the end, you sort of, for a lot of people, that's sort of it for them. They're done after that. But I immediately fell in love with it. I'm hoping this is probably one I don't get rid of, but I always say that, so we'll see. So basic idea of what the car is. It's your standard two-door coupe EK. The paint is about an 8, I'd say. It's definitely got some imperfections, but it's really close to being good. It is a respray, so it's not, you know, super perfect, but no dents. Body's close to a 10, maybe a 9. Trunk's a little hurt, but I mean, like, I'm splitting hairs. It still has the factory mud flaps, like really good shape. And then coming inside, she is mint. Power windows, power locks. I believe these are the confetti seats out of the Del Sol. S2000 steering wheel, Civic Si cluster. He has a AEM fuel and a boost gauge. Generic radio, and then the seats in the rear are minty. I mean, the car is in almost perfect condition. There's a few small errors on the interior, but like, it's damn near perfect. This guy was he was a fan of keeping the car as stock looking as possible. So his shifter, he went with the one that puts the mechanism under it. And you know, I like the direction he took it, so I'm gonna try to stick with a lot of his design ideas. Just keep it clean, keep it simple, but then still, you know, make a bunch of power and have it go real fast. Suspension wise, car's on eBay coilovers, so that'll have to change at some point. Proxy RR tires on the front, and then a little added bonus, get some, I think, 4-pot Willwoods with this drilled and slotted. I'll probably switch over to a standard caliper, or I mean a standard rotor, and obviously keep the calipers, but keep the standard rotor. And then on to the meat and potatoes. So it's a supposedly K24-T head, built Wiseco Eagle Ferrea valve train ARP head studs. I popped the valve cover off, and the I did see ARP on the head studs, so he's at least not lying about the head studs, but we'll see. At some point, you know, in very near future, the motor's gonna come out, and I'm gonna swap it with the JDM one that was meant for the Integra, just to get this one back on the road, because I don't trust how it sounds right now, and I wanna go through it, send it out to the machine shop, have them check it. Pretty standard sidewired manifold. I don't know who makes this one. I didn't see a name. It might be eBay, but it looks pretty good. It's got the bracing, like true tile wastegate. I believe, I don't know who makes the turbo. It might be eBay, but given that the rest of this is some pretty good, like, quality parts, it might be a main brand. I have to go through it. EP.1 5-speed LSD transmission with a giant crack in it. Half-cut radiator, and then this is the part I love. The car has working AC. The AC on this car is nice and cold, which is gonna make it a blast to drive in the summer, because basically, you know, the only time you really want to drive these things is spring and summer anyway, and you can't because it's 1,000,000 degrees outside. So I'm excited for that. Other than that, I mean, it's got some janky exhaust, which I can fix up real quick. And then, you know, a whole bunch of, I mean, this is how you can tell the guy had the car for a while, because he has all the goodies. So he's got, I mean, you know, obviously the rising rate fuel pressure regulator, but he has how often do you see a flex fuel sensor on a turbo EK? I mean, almost everybody skips that and either just runs gas or straight E and doesn't bother with the flex fuel sensor. And then the standard max, I guess it's a 2-port or 3-port boost controller. So I mean, really standard stuff. I guess apparently it has 2200 cc injectors in it, so that's tons of headroom for power. K-tuner 4-bar map sensor, just like everything you want to hope to see to get started. So like I said, you know, there's just a bunch of little stuff. Like I'm building a bracket to hold the condenser. I've got to just clean all this nonsense up, get it all running right. I've already washed it, just done the basics. The car doesn't make any boost right now, which is concerning, and the compression is slightly lower on the cylinder 3. So I'm not going to push this motor, because if he's telling the truth and there is forged components in the bottom end, I don't want to send a rod out and then just blow, you know, 4 or 5 grand worth of metal and machining. So yeah, motor out, get it split and sent over to the machine shop, check all the parts, make sure it's everything he said it is. Put that one in, fix all the oil leaks, because the underside is not horrible, but it's kind of gross. So fix all the oil leaks, maybe trim up the bumper so that it fits a little better, because right now it's just kind of hanging out. And yeah, she should be a ripper. I mean, pretty quick too. So I'm really excited to get this on the street and just, you know, have a usable car for a change, and then maybe revisit the Integra when everything's working. So yeah, that is Project EK for now. It doesn't have a name. I guess the next video will probably be, I mean, I imagine the next video is just gonna be pulling the motor out, because I gotta rip the motor out and clean everything up, and just I don't know how feasible this is, but I really just want to do a 1-to-1. So just pull this one out, put the new one in, clean up all this ridiculous, you know, vacuum lines and everything, and then just like the basic minimum, like nothing crazy. I don't want to, like I always get myself caught up in a million things, and I don't want to do that. Redo the exhaust, make sure that's good, and then done. Just go drive it and have some fun, and then wait to get this done before I do anything crazy on the car. So yeah, till next time.
Take off the weird ass jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols.